Chandler just went to wake me up, and he went, psh, psh, and he spat into my eye, over my glasses into my eye.
I was trying to be helpful.
It's in my hair too. I just felt it.
Dude, you're just lying.
I'm not lying.
We're just lying.
I'm not lying. Do you have a lens cleaner actually? For my glasses? Oh. Chat, I'm sorry I'm late, okay? I do appreciate the offliner though that said it's not like Maya to be late, because you're right, but I don't know what's happening this morning. Everything is freaking a mess. Thanks.
Sorry.
Hello? Professora. Yes. Looking very smart, thank you, yes. Vodka, are we doing shots? First of all, that is tequila.
Yes!
Second of all, yes. Chat! YouTube chat, hello? Hello. Hello. Jacob, thank you. Okay, these are still freaking what the F? How is that possible? Exciting day. Exciting day, everybody. Oh, it's one of those streams. Hello, YouTube chat. Hello, Twitch chat. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. All right. Welcome to a very special, I'm throwing this to you, exciting day. Today, we launch our first citizen science project ever. The Alveus Pollinator Census. Guys, I am very, very excited. No, I was joking. This is not a drunk stream with Maya, okay? This is not. Also, I just got a text from my mom. Okay. There is a chance my parents might get here before I go offline, so that'll be interesting. They might be a little confused by the fit, maybe. But that's okay. Okay. Hello. Hello and welcome. This has been a long time coming, guys. I don't know if you've heard me talk about this with the pollinator garden, but this is a project that's been in the works for over a year now. And so you, me, Alveus staff, James, we're all very, very excited about today. Before we launch, okay, let me give you like a brief overview, just in case does anybody know what I'm talking about, or are you just like, what's going on right now? No. No clue. No idea. I'm confused. Alveus chatters now. Okay, so let me give you like this like brief overview, right? So that's way better. So we have the pollinator garden. We have Pokey's pollinator garden. Are you guys familiar with that? Alveus has a pollinator garden, sponsored by Pokimane Cinema. Yes? Okay, great. So we have Pokey's pollinator garden. And a big part of that pollinator garden is we have been working on a citizen science project for quite some time in it. So I went to this invertebrate conference, bug-ish conference, bug-adjacent conference. Nobody come for me, okay? I went to a conference about bugs, essentially. And at this conference, they were talking about doing citizen science projects. And they were like, we did this bee project, and we were able to collect 400 observations, 400 data points. And that is, and everybody like clapped, and because that's awesome. But everybody clapped and they were like, whoa, 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 like that's huge, blah, blah, blah. And so I asked afterwards, I was like, is 400 a lot of observations? Like for a study like this about bugs? And they were like, yes. And I was like, oh my gosh. We need to do citizen science then. Because there's a lot of us. Okay? So I was like, how do we do this though? We do have this pollinator garden. What can we do? Like, how can we get people involved, or how can we get you guys, our community, involved in citizen science? Like, how can we mobilize you guys for something like that? And we came up with a couple things. One, we have the pollinator garden, so we need to know what pollinators are visiting, or we would like to know what pollinators are visiting. And two, you guys a lot of you are gamers. Any gamers? Anybody a gamer? By chance? Me, smile. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Good morning, gamers. Welcome to the stream. Great. So, how do we gamify citizen science at Alveus Sanctuary? We have the live cameras. We have the pollinator garden. We have you guys look for bugs, okay? We have you look for pollinators in this garden. But for you, it's kind of like playing Pokemon or Animal Crossing, right? And for us, we are actually collecting a bunch of really fantastic data and a bunch of identifications of pollinators. And eventually, we'll be able to hopefully share that data with researchers. Ellie, thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll be able to share that information with researchers to help conserve pollinators in the end. If we can run this project, which we will, we're going to run this project over a number of years, right? If 1 year we can say, oh my gosh, this is how many monarch butterflies visited our garden at Alveus, and then the next year there were this many, that's real science, chat. That you guys can do, but it's like playing a game. That's the idea. Is this making sense to everybody? Are we all on the same page about what's happening? Alveus' first citizen science project. Do I need to do a YouTube intro?
Yeah. Nice. You're good.
YouTube, what's up? You may know Alveus Sanctuary as an animal sanctuary and a conservation education center. But did you know that we are also freaking scientists? Yeah. Welcome to Alveus' first citizen science project, the Alveus Pollinator Census. Good?
Yep.
Great. Okay. Sorry for looking you in the eye. Okay. So, how do you make sure the observations are unique and independent and there's no duplicate entry? We have so much to talk about. We have so much to tell you guys about. Should I show them at the beginning? Wait, how many people are here? I was just going to show you everything at the end. Maybe we show you everything at the end. Okay. I'm going to show you at the end. I'm not going to show you right now. We do have things to do right now. We have things to cover, though, okay? Because now we understand how we're doing a citizen science project, all right? We understand what we're here for. We understand why Maya is in the lab coat. Which, by the way, thoughts on the drip?
No, we ain't drowning today, bro. You're so tough. You're so freaking cool looking and tough. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I keep putting my glasses on my head. Okay, this is important. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're... Okay, cool and tough. So, actual LARPer. I have a Bachelor of Science.
What's it in?
Agricultural Communications. But it's a BS. I have a freaking degree. Okay, anyway. Okay, so we know that we're here for a citizen science project. We know that it's for pollinators, but what the frick is pollination? What is that? Did you guys watch the Adapt collab? Because one thing that I've realized in doing the Adapt collab and the Ron collab is that everybody's heard the word pollination, and I think when you ask the average person, what is pollination, they'll be like, oh, it's like with bees and plants, right? But I don't know actually that people really know what it is or what it's for. Maybe my like sample size is bad because I'm thinking of Ron and Adapt because they didn't know, but their chats didn't know either.
I didn't know.
Chandler didn't know.
That's kind of expected, though.
So, anyway.
Sorry, just some stuff there.
Joyous. Most people don't know that word and they associate it with bees. Right. Right. Yeah. So I think step one in doing the stream today and figuring this out is going over what pollination is. So we're going to start by watching a video together about that. And then later, I'm gonna waterboard you.
Yay! Was that Chat's voice?
Yep.
All right, what is pollination, everybody? Oh, no, you're right, sorry. What is pollination, everybody?
This type of flower doesn't offer nectar. The only way to get to its pollen is through those tiny pores at the ends.
No.
But the bumblebee knows
What am I-
just what to do. It wraps its
sorry.
legs around the flower and bites down on the anthers, that male part of the flower. See those wings shaking? Normally, the bumblebee uses those powerful muscles to flap its wings. That's what...
Can you pause it? Stand by for production. Soft bee. Yeah.
is through
Stand by, chatters.
is through those tiny pores at the ends. But the bumblebee knows just what to do. It wraps its legs around the flower and bites down on the anthers, that male part of the flower. See those wings shaking? Normally, the bumblebee uses those powerful muscles to flap its wings. That's what makes the buzzing sound when they fly. But here, those muscles vibrate its whole body, so hard and fast that it makes a louder, higher-pitched buzz. This vibration shakes up the pollen trapped inside the anthers until it spews out all over the bumblebee. It's called buzz pollination, and you don't need a bumblebee to do it. A tuning fork will do. The bumblebee grooms the pollen down into sticky sacs on its legs, carries it back to the hive. Only a few types of pollinators, like bumblebees, are capable of buzz pollination. Honeybees can't do it. This field is kind of a free-for-all. Think Las Vegas buffet. Tons of food, but long lines. Lots of competition. Buzz pollination is more like a private club. By only permitting pollinators that know the secret knock, The flower ups the chances that its pollen will end up on flowers from the same club, the same species. The bumblebee? Well, sure, it has to work a little harder, and there's no sweet nectar. But it's a reliable pollen stash that almost no one else has access to. Tomatoes, potatoes, blueberries. All of these need buzz pollination to reproduce. Much of the food we eat owes its existence to that buzz.
Okay. Learning. Did you guys learn something in watching that video? Cinema. Buzz. Bumblebees. Bumblebees. Not my proudest nut is crazy. Thank you. You can put them on the table. Over here. Yeah, sure. So, pollination. This is my co-host. Sticky. So, yeah, this is stinky, everybody. Pollination, right. So, for those of you who didn't know, now you know what pollination is. Genuine question. Is that why it's called the birds and the bees? I'm being so serious. I probably should know this because I'm teaching you today, but like surely that's why it's called that, right? Birds are also pollinators. And so are bats. Some bats are pollinators. Some mammals even pollinate plants, which is incredible. Because, yeah, probably birds, bats. Wait a minute, you didn't know that? I just have never really thought about it. The birds and the bats and the bees and the mammals. You know? Some ants.
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Pollinator.
Appa.
I hardly know her. So, pollination is so important, right? Without it, we don't have more plants. And if we don't have plants, we don't have anything, guys. We need plants. This is an example of a very interesting plant, who I realize if you watch the Adapt Lab, you met him already. This is Stinky. Amorphophallus titanum, more commonly referred to as a corpse flower. Yes, duck, a corpse flower. And if you recognize him as a corpse flower, it's actually kind of impressive because he is just a baby. This is just a baby. Phallus, yes, the Latin name means big misshapen penis. Amorphophallus titanum. For real? Yeah. This is what Stinky looks like what Stinky will look like as an adult. It is the largest inflorescence in the world. He can get to be like 8 feet tall. Huge. And it's called a corpse flower because they are notorious for putting off the smell of death. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because Stinky is, how old is Stinky? 3 years old ish. And when we first got him, he was like this tall. I mean, they really freaking great. It's crazy. I'm so impressed with this plant. Like 3 years old, I think. Where is he gonna live when he's big and stinky? Here. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So he's about 3 years old. This is a plant that's native to Indonesia, and 7 to 10 years, he will grow to this size. And I'm saying he, okay, there are male and female parts in this flower. So Stinky will grow to be this size in 7 to 10 years. Okay, Stinky will grow to be this size. And Stinky will bloom, okay? When Stinky blooms, Stinky will only be, it's only like a 24-ish cycle, 24, 48 hours of bloom. And in that time period, once every 7 to 10 years, 24 to 48 hours, stinky must be pollinated. So to attract every pollinator possible, for a from very far and wide, the bugs can smell rotting elephant. Am I lagging? Stinky will put off a smell that smells like rotting elephant or corpse or stinky feet or cheese. I've heard all of those things. I've heard all of those to describe the scent. Will put off this crazy smell for very far away. And then it'll attract a bunch of pollinators, like beetles and things. They'll say, oh my gosh, there must be a giant dead carcass. Let me go over there. Flies and beetles, let me flock to this plant, right? Go in this plant to investigate, find all the dead things because it smells so good in here and I want to eat it. And then they'll get all this pollen on them and then go hopefully pollinate other corpse flowers. So stinky is a really interesting example of some pretty extreme pollination. The lengths that plants will go to attract pollinators because they are that important. Okay? How far does the scent go? I don't know. I don't know if you could tell. I was trying to think about it in my brain as I was talking and I could not remember. So I just decided to not make something up because I'm not going to do that. I don't know. But far and wide. Smells really bad. It's actually really popular in greenhouses, like in the States. Like when they have a corpse flower bloom, people will like fly to like as a tourist to smell it. It's kind of crazy. So Stinky's gonna be famous, guys. Give him freaking. He's 3 years old. Give him freaking 4 years. He's gonna pop off. He's gonna pop off. The Bay Area just had one bloom. Cool. Will you stream it blooming? Yeah. Duh. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. We have one in Wisconsin. Cool. Cool. All right. So this is Stinky. Yes.
Half a mile.
Half a mile.
I have a question.
Chandler?
Do they just stay like that forever? Do they like when they bloom, is it just like that forever now?
They'll die down into a corm and then go again.
And then they'll be like our Stinky?
No, like they'll well actually I don't know at this size, I don't know what size they come back after the corm. But it looks like just like a big rock.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I knew someone like Stinky. Oh. Okay. All right, chat. So that's the gist with pollinators. Also, can you guys tell, or can everyone in the studio tell? Why is my brain short-circuiting today?
I think there's a gas leak.
Is it really obvious? Or am I losing my mind? Like, I feel like I am not speaking. Like, I feel like I can't use my brain right now.
No,
I don't know. I think it's also the way that I woke up.
You sound normal.
Okay.
You sound good.
Is it, I don't know, I was on stream all day yesterday. Maybe that broke my brain. I don't know. Weird. Okay, whatever. We're locked. We're back in. Okay. You can take Stinky back. Look at him. He looks so good. I love Stinky. Yay. Thank you. Happy Monday, everybody. Okay. So, does everybody know what pollination is? Do you get it? You get why it's important? Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. I'm glad that you know, because now there will be a quiz. And the quiz is very high stakes. If you get the answer wrong, you will be waterboarded. Can I say that? Maybe I shouldn't say that. You will be dunked. Is there any reason I can't? I guess I should say dunked. If you get the answer wrong,
Waterboard them.
you will be dunked.
That's so much. That's funny.
I am. Thank you for the sub. Okay, everybody. So, now you know what pollination is and how important it is, right? For plants. But do you know how important pollination is for us? Oh. I can't smell it or I'll throw up. I'm serious. Oh my god, that was not a good idea. Okay. Sorry, I have tequila trauma. Okay. Here are some foods. All right, here's the game, chat. Could we have this food if we did not have pollinators? Yes or no? You guys are going to answer that question. And if you get it correct, you live. And if you get it incorrect, you will die. Do you understand? Okay. This is a high stakes quiz. Yes, it is. Okay, everybody, I can't swim. Don't care. Don't get it wrong then. We will be doing this by running a poll. The first question is, could we have this without pollinators? Could we have an apple without pollinators? Yes or no? Please type your answer. And don't freaking look it up. Type numbers. Type either, is that it, space? Oh, you can do either. You can do either or. You can do 1 or 2, or you can do yes or no. All right. Okay, close the poll. 90% of you said no, we could not have apples without pollinators. And you're correct. You are correct. Apples, for those of you who don't know, apples as a fruit, they come from a flower, okay, and then it turns into an apple, and those flowers are pollinated by, frickin' drum roll please, pollinated by, did I not send you this list? I literally typed it out yesterday, did I not? Where did it go? Where did I put this? Pollinated, oh, I did paste it there. Pollinated by honeybees and blue mason orchard bees. Bees. I don't know why I said beads. Honeybees and blue mason orchard bees. I just did it again. Honeybees and blue mason orchard bees. Pollinate apples. Wow. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on with me today. All right. Okay. Question number 2. You guys are doing pretty good so far. Congratulations. Reminder, if you get this wrong, you will die. I will drop you into this water tub. You are there. Question number 2. Corn. Could we have this without pollinators? Yes or no? Could we have this without pollinators? Yes or no?
He looks kind of like Stinky.
He does kind of look like Stinky. He has hair.
Yeah.
Here he is. He's in there somewhere. Holy 50-50. Guys, I just did this entire thing about how much we pollinators for everything. You're trolling. They want to die. Close the poll. If we did not have pollinators, would we have this? Yes or no? 52% of you said no. We would not have this without pollinators. This double negative is breaking my brain, actually, and I thought about this yesterday. Guys, there are lots of different types of pollination. Sometimes bees pollinate things, sometimes birds pollinate things, sometimes bats pollinate things, sometimes mammals pollinate things. But for corn specifically, the wind pollinates it. Corn is wind pollinated. You are incorrect. You are incorrect. It's time to die. Say goodbye. Don't get that wrong again. Okay. Okay. All right. Next question. This is an important one to a lot of folks. Coffee. Coffee. Please run the poll. I need to ask the question the same way that it's written out in the poll. It's hurting my brain. If we did not have pollinators, would we still have coffee? Why aren't we just doing... Why isn't the question just, do we need pollinators for this? Doesn't that like, can we, okay, leave it at that. I'm sorry, we're redoing it. This is really hurting my brain. The question is, do we need pollinators for coffee? Yes or no? It's the same question? Okay, well... Yeah, but like... Do we need pollinators for this? Yes or no? Do we need pollinators to have coffee? Yes or no? The people are voting. They're voting yes. Walk the freaking plank. Close the poll. 88% of you say yes, we do need pollinators to have coffee. You're correct. Coffee is pollinated by flies, stingless bees, and other types of bees. If you guys like drinking coffee in the morning, if you are a coffee enjoyer, you must be grateful to pollinators because we would not have it without them. Her poker face makes this so hard. Thank you. Next question. It's wet on the bottom and it's just water. Whoa, okay. Tequila. I'm so afraid of tequila. Do we need pollinators for this? To make tequila? Do we need pollinators to make tequila? What is tequila made out of? If chat's right, Maya takes a shot. Wahoo. You know, if chat's right, you just don't die. That's the deal. 85% of people saying yes, we do need pollinators for this. Chat's saying agave. Hold on. Hold on, they're maybe kind of cooking. How many people are here? Okay. Close the poll. 83% of people say, yes, we need pollinators to have tequila. And you guys are correct, because tequila is made from the agave plant, and the agave plant is pollinated by bats exclusively. So if you like tequila, you must thank bats. We only have tequila because of bats. Isn't that crazy? You know what? Can we watch that video? It's a good one. It's on Bat Conservation. Look up Bat Conservation International tequila. You guys want to watch a little? You want to have a little react segment? I watched this video yesterday and I thought it was good. I actually didn't know that. You're about to learn today. It's freaking bats. Sure. It's on their YouTube channel.
Tequila.
Substitute is wheeling in the TV. Stand by. Huh? Chat, we gotta find the video. Here, you can just do this one. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I actually haven't watched this one, but it came from BCI, so I trust them. We're live reacting. We're all live reacting. Doom scrolling segment, not a bad shout. Can I go to the bathroom? Someone's already using the bathroom pass right now, so you have to wait for them to come back. Sorry. One pass for 8K people.
It's a little messed up, Maya.
There's only one bathroom. The other ones are closed for maintenance. What? Yep. All right, let's learn about bats and tequila. And then mute me because I need to be able to hear it. We're gonna do a different video. Hold on. I want you guys to see footage of the bats. Okay, for free.
The lesser
Produce for the animals, so they can have that one.
He's an expert at hovering and avoids getting impaled by spiky cactus. This nectar specialist isn't always around. He travels up to 700 miles a year, following the nectar trail of cactus blooms between Mexico and the US. And evolution has helped him make the most of this sweet fest. His tongue is as long as his body and reaches deep into the saguaro blooms. His pale fur gets covered in pollen, and he transfers this as he feeds, from flower to flower. He visits up to 100 blooms in one night. And the saguaro is not the only plant that these hovering freaks pollinate. Agaves. Included in this group of plants is the one that brings us tequila. The sweet nectar attracts many animals, and the bats are no different. Without these tequila bats, Mexico's signature hooch wouldn't exist.
The word hooch. Couple things. I don't like the word hooch, and I don't know why they called them freaks. What the hell?
They had weird odd tongues. I get it.
Anyway, okay, well, now you know. If you like tequila, that's kind of a fun fact for you. You must be grateful to bats because they pollinate agave. Shout out. Okay, another question. Back to the game. Sorry for the frickin' quick react segment. Your next food item. Tortillas. Tortillas. Do we need pollinators for this? They're not corn tortillas. Not corn. Corn or flour? Look at it. It's like a freaking corn tortilla to you. The freaking flour tortilla. Corn tortilla is this big. It's a big tortilla. Has freaking wheat in it. Okay. Do we need pollinators for this? Chat, close the poll. Chat says yes. 53% of people think that we do need pollinators to have this tortilla. Wheat is wind pollinated. Time to die! Do you have any last words, chat? Goodbye. One. Do we need pollinators for this? Chocolate.
No.
Chandler says no.
They don't pollinate in Minecraft. So that, I mean, in Minecraft is kind of like real life. They're jungle biome. In Minecraft,
Chocolate. Guys, let's really think about this. Would I give you something really just free for the last question. Would I do that?
No.
It's not just chocolate that we're talking about here. It's milk chocolate. There's dairy in this.
The cows need to be pollinated.
Do cows need to be pollinated? Would I even care what you answered? Does it even matter what you say? Or have I already decided what's going to happen? Have you already seen too much? Okay, that's too far. Poll is closed. 93% of you think that we need pollinators to have chocolate. You are correct. Cacao needs pollinators. Cacao is pollinated by pollinators. And also, alfalfa is pollinated by pollinators. And we need alfalfa to feed dairy cattle, which produce the milk to make this milk chocolate. However, you guys are still going to die. Put on full cam! Say goodbye! I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I spared you. Now, you owe me. You see how this works? Okay. So, you guys have learned a lot of things today. 1 out of every 3 bites of food that we eat is thanks to pollinators. Truly, like, we would not make it without them. So, what better thing to do at Alveus Sanctuary than support habitat for native pollinators? We need more pollinators. They're good for us, and we love them, and they're very, very cool. Do you guys want to see the pollinator garden? Because before I show you the Citizen Science Project and we walk through the entire launch, I want to show you where the pollinators are going to be. Pokey's Pollinator Garden. Let's go do a actual tour, shall we? We gotta swap to the backpack. Stand by. Show us the green stuff. They said Science Maya is meaner than normal Maya. You're right.
You should you should see Boss Maya if you think Science Maya is mean.
My mom just texted me this picture. She said, "Want some ducks?" Look, I think she's at like an antique store or something. She sent me this. Hello. You see that? Should I say yes?
Okay, muting.
Okay. Joyous. Okay, ready? Do you have a mic for Lyndon?
Yes.
Chat phone, thank you. All right. Okay, guys. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the outside. We're going to go see the pollinator garden. This is Lyndon, chat. Lyndon is our horticulturist here at Alveus, which means what, Lyndon?
I specialize in growing and caring for plants.
Hooray!
So I'm not a botanist. Maybe someday.
What's
But
the,
it's more of a hands-on application of botany.
how do you, so botanist is just like more in-depth horticulturist?
The other way around.
Okay, okay.
So a botanist is someone who studies plants in a more technical way.
Yeah.
There's definitely some overlap.
You can clip the mic on your collar. They also said Lyndon is the perfect name for a horticulturist. They're so right. No, it actually is such a sick name. You started, when did you start here?
December 1st.
December. Okay. Amazing. All right, guys. So we're headed to the pollinator garden with Lyndon, Pokey's pollinator garden, because Lyndon can tell you way more about the plants than I can. Way more.
So before I started, there wasn't anyone dedicated to the plants on the property. It was on Lucas, but he's got other responsibilities too. So they brought me in. Pollinator garden was looking a little rough last year, which is no one's fault. It's just gardens they require a lot of maintenance and care. Oh my gosh.
I was like, dude,
Look at that.
Chandler, National
Cinema.
Geographic. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 butterflies. You see those, chat? Holy. Holy.
So those are all queen butterflies. More than likely they're all males.
You can get up on that one in the mist flower. Ooh, it's happening. They love it.
This is going to be a daily occurrence for the next 9 months with this plant. This is Greg's blue mist flower. And if one of them, it's a little windy here, which is rough for them, but if they ever land, I can show you how I know they're male. But these guys are taking nectar off of this plant. This plant contains a toxin that makes it unpalatable to mammals and other things that would want to eat it. But those queen butterflies have evolved to have a relationship with this species in particular. That chemical the males will take up into their bodies and convert some of it to another chemical that acts as a pheromone to attract the females. I was by your leg.
It's okay.
And the rest stays converted, just in its natural form that the plant produces, and that part will be given to the female during reproduction, and that chemical will go into the eggs of the female queens, and then they have a chemical defense before they've been hatched, so to speak.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
So you hear that with monarchs are a great example, where milkweeds are toxic, so then the caterpillars eat the toxic plant and become unpalatable to birds. But this is an example of that before the caterpillar has even launched on anything.
He's holding on for dear life.
On that hind wing, you can kind of see there's a white spot on one of the veins, and that is where the pheromones are stored. that most bottom,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the bottom wing.
Cool.
Male monarchs will have the same sort of spot.
Cool.
Very cool. And this is a great example of, I've been telling chat for the last, I don't know, 6 months now, how important it is to pick plants for your ecoregion, not just native to Texas, but native to here. That is because we have pollinators that are using these specific plants.
Amazing. Okay, so let's go from the start.
Yeah.
Let's walk us through. So
There's a
you
lot
came in
going
here.
on
We only had Lucas, and Lucas has quite a few other jobs here at Alveus. So where did you start? What are we looking at? What's going on?
Yeah. First thing I did when I got here, it's December. Most things are shutting down.
Yeah.
We had an invasive species in here that was really thriving, unchecked. So cutting all the seed heads off of that, there was the Johnson grass. Everyone's heard me bitch about it for a while. There was a giant Johnson grass here that is now gone, and its babies are also not coming back. And that was kind of throughout the garden. So step one is just getting the things out of here that you don't want, that are not welcome, they're not serving the ecosystem. I didn't plant any of this stuff. This stuff was already here. I know Lucas planted this pink evening primrose last spring.
Beautiful. I'll hold it. Pretty. Primrose.
Yeah, it's nice. Those are kind of an evening morning bloomer. They will usually close up once it gets hotter in the afternoons. What else we got here? Globe mallow. Huge.
Huge globe mallow.
See a lot of bees on this one. It's not really blooming right now. Grasses are very important as well, native grasses. This is switchgrass. The hollow stems. Last year's hollow stems are a good nesting habitat for bees that need a little stem.
Like a little straw, guys. They'd like get in there and freaking sleep in there, you know?
Yeah, there's solitary bees, so there will be one female that goes into one straw hole. She'll do her stuff. She'll throw in pollen in there, then she'll lay her eggs, and then she'll seal it up. And they will emerge the following spring usually.
Freaking cute.
Yeah.
We got a water feature.
We got a water feature.
Cinema.
Yeah, I did source these rocks. I'm obsessed with it. My little pollinator swimming pool back here.
Aww. Amazing. Wait, what do you mean you sourced these rocks?
There's a place out in Terlingua, which is by the Big Bend National Park, that they get these rocks from nature. They don't make the rocks, but they hand chisel them into water feature.
Cool. Thank you for the $120 donation.
Huge, thank you.
They're beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know too, it's been a minute. I also painted this mural. This is the Pollinator Garden mural. I made this smile. I painted it in, I think, 2 days. And it has all of the ecosystem services that bugs do for us. So over here we have pollinator sleigh with the rainbow. Yes, amazing. A bee, a classic. And then we have the dung beetle, who's a decomposer. He's rolling a ball of poop up the hill. Amazing. Then we have termites and ants that aerate our soils. So they dig, you know, and make more pockets for moisture to penetrate our soils. And then over here we have a ladybug that's eating aphid, because there are bugs that are carnivorous bugs. They help keep other bug populations in check. And then we have a purple martin chasing a dragonfly, because the last and not least most important ecosystem services that bugs do is that they're a food source for so many other animals. So yeah, that's all the things that bugs do. That's my contribution to the pollinator garden. That's it though. Okay, and then down here, Lyndon.
Yeah. So
where's the best? Just here?
this is a good viewing rock.
Chandler, you want to come up here?
This is called the hive. This was the main part of the pollinator garden that I was editing when I started.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did take some before photos, but yeah, you can walk straight down this way. Just be careful. So there were a lot of invasives in here. They're still popping up. That's just an ongoing battle, which is okay. But everything was kind of planted randomly, which isn't necessarily a bad strat, but with this garden having the slope that it does, rain will collect in different degrees in different cells, each one of these being a cell. And some plants that needed more water were getting not enough, others were getting too much. And it just makes sense to have uniformity when we're trying to study plant pollinator relationships. So you can know exactly where, okay, this is rock rose, there's rock rose only right here. And just having it in groups of 3. So I broke it up into groups of 3. I think there's 27 different species here. Yeah.
And we have a map, chat, or Lyndon made a map of like what plant is where. So I know exactly where everything is planted. What are there any pollinators that you plant, like that you're targeting here, or any classics that you've seen?
I tried not to, because we're trying to get as much diversity as possible when it comes to the pollinators visiting this garden. I tried not to use the bias that I already have too much, and prioritize diversity within the plant families.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got some mint family, those are classics. Pollinators love them. They're generally considered just a generalist attractant. I know that the Henry Dulberg Salvia farinaceae, the blue sage here, is a huge bee attractant. They see that color really well. But it was I focused more on the plant family side of things. So we've got a pea family that's blooming there, the pale yellow. That's a dahlia. The next one up. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 up. Little itty bitty flowers.
That's all right. You're too far anyway, Chandler.
Yeah. But different sizes of flowers, different forms. You know, you've got your classic aster, like a sunflower that's got a big landing pad, and then you've got those things like the dahlia that has a very small landing pad for different sized pollinators.
Holy shit. Marsh, thank you so much. Thank you for the 100 gifted, my God.
And then the other priority was bloom period. So some things are going to bloom in the fall specifically, some are specifically spring, or they have longer bloom periods. So that was a huge priority, especially when it comes to like migrating butterflies like the monarchs. You want to have a good food source for them in the fall. So we've got things like the white mistflower, which you can't see, it's not blooming yet. So this garden's always going to be changing.
Fun. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Chandler, you want to come back up this way? Beautiful, amazing pollinator garden. Someone said, how many species of insect will this attract? Oh my God, we do not know. So many.
At least 7.
At least 7, maybe 6 or 7.
One
this
really.
is,
Oops, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Guys, we are standing right underneath the camera. So you guys have seen these, obviously. This is the live camera for the pollinator garden. This is how you will find the bugs. Again, this whole stream is to launch our first citizen science project, which is a game that you guys can play. Like I will, right after this, we're going back up to the studio and I'm gonna pull the game up on screen and like show you guys how it works, and we're launching today. But this is the camera that you will be playing that game on. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, one last plant that is really exciting that we have. It's this way, right behind you.
Excuse me, butterflies. Hello.
This is Salvia pensteminoides, big red sage.
Yeah.
This is an endangered species.
This one.
It is endemic to Texas. It is a very, very local native with a small native range. And it is on the verge of extinction. And it's never going to go extinct because it's in cultivation. so it'll be in garden beds.
Michelle, thank you so much.
But it is hummingbird pollinated specifically. Those big red tubular flowers attract hummingbirds.
Dude, you gotta show that. You gotta like, maybe just put your foot in there and then, oh.
Full
So,
of
like,
nectar.
A hummingbird flies up to here and then sticks its nose, or not nose, sticks its beak into here. Or has it like a long tongue so it can get all the way down there. So sick.
And that plant is also, because it's hummingbird pollinated, and and hummingbirds are, they migrate. This plant is specifically blooming when they are here.
Wow.
And when they are needing nectar the most. So you will definitely see, even though we're specifically studying insects, hummingbirds are also pollinators, and you will definitely see many hummingbirds on this plant.
So cool.
I've already seen 3 or 4.
So cool.
Yeah.
Someone said plants could go extinct. Yeah, there are absolutely endangered plants, guys. Plant conservation is very, very, very important. We talk about animals most of the time here, but plant conservation is also super important. These are beautiful. Big blooms there.
Oh yeah, the coneflowers.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Can I pollinate flowers too? Technically you could. Yeah. I had, that's the demo that I did with Adapt and Ron. People pollinate plants with like paintbrushes and their fingers and stuff. You can take pollen off of one plant and put it on another, and that's what bees do. You can do that on purpose. All right.
And
Ooh.
as far as the big red sage goes, it is on the verge of extinction because one, it's a riparian plant, and Central Texas has gone through some really bad droughts.
Can you tell them what riparian means?
Oh, it grows near creeks and streams. So we're losing our creeks and streams. Maybe not everywhere. We've got a pretty good one going right now. But that habitat is becoming smaller. And the other reason is that we have a huge white-tailed deer population here. And this plant is not deer resistant. It is extremely palatable to deer. So the few individuals that are left in the wild are at huge risk of just being eaten before it can reproduce.
What's it called? The endangered one?
Big red sage.
Big red sage. Cool.
I am collecting seed. I collected seed last year on that plant, so that eventually we can
Cool.
reintroduce it, maybe, down.
Hold on, freaking Lyndon's
the
doing
driveway.
Ari shit, guys. You hear that? Okay, so, well, you probably did hear it because she has a mic on. She's collecting seed so that she can plant it elsewhere. Breeding and reintroduction. So sick.
Yeah,
Big red.
Ari.
Okay, amazing. Lyndon, is there anything else that you want to tell them about the pollinator garden?
I've been gone for the last week, so I'm a little behind out there, but we are going to have a light sheet for nocturnal bugs. So that'll be really exciting. We already have a temporary one, but I'm working on a permanent one. And then we'll be able to observe all of the nighttime buggies. Not necessarily pollinator census related, because they won't be on flowers, they'll be on a sheet. But still really cool. I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah.
Amazing. And what are you most proud of in that garden?
Oh. I don't know. It's the most exciting project I've ever worked on because I love bugs so much. I think sourcing the plants that I did, those are really hard to get.
Yeah.
It's not something you just go to Home Depot and pick up.
Right.
So yeah, I would say that getting them and not having any losses was pretty spectacular.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, thank you so much. Everybody say thank you to Lyndon, our horticulturist. Amazing. Thank you, Lyndon. And I will show you guys the game. Are you
Sorry,
ready for the launch? It's happening. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Chat, here we go. In we go. Also, I should, like, you guys know how I was like, my mom texted me about the duck, and I showed you the duck, and I was like, she texted me, want some ducks, with a picture of a duck at 11:54. 11:55, I replied, cute, I'll take a duck. And then at 12:15, she replied, too late, we just left. Why would she ask me? I replied a minute later. What do you mean too late? She checked her phone 15 minutes later, you're too late. What the F? That's such a mom text. That is such a mom text. You gotta be quicker than that. Okay. All right. Hello? Joyous. Okay, everybody, this is live, by the way. This is that pollinator camera, the one that I pointed to in the garden and showed you. It's a pretty freaking good camera. So this is one of those butterflies that we were just out there with. It's a little windy. It's a little windy, but this is live. Wow, it would really kind of suck to, dang. It's not even that windy out there, but man, he's doing his best. So this is that one of the queen butterflies that we were just outside talking to Lyndon about, or talking with Lyndon about. So, chat. It is freaking time. If you were not here, the stream is to launch Alveus Socials, okay? And the story behind that is I went to an, are we effing? Dude. Okay, so if you were not here at the beginning of the stream, the story... If you were not here at the beginning of the stream, the story behind this is I went to an invertebrate conservation conference. They were talking about a citizen science project that they did, and they had collected about 400 observations for it, which made that citizen science project a massive success because it can be really hard to gather that many observations, especially about bugs, right? And so I went and asked the question, is 400 a lot of observations to gather? And they said, yes, this is a huge deal. So I left that conference thinking Alveus needs to do citizen science because we can get so many observations because our community is so huge. So this was just over a year ago that we started ideating on this process, right? We already had the pollinator garden that we were starting to build. Okay, shout out to Pokimane for donating for this pollinator garden. And then we had some really incredible volunteers get involved. Most importantly, James has put in, who's probably in chat right now as Strange Cyan, James has put in an incredible amount of hours on his own time to develop this game for us, this citizen science project for us, and it is freaking amazing, and I am so, like, I could not be more proud to launch it for you guys and to show you what it looks like. It's so thoughtful, and it's really, really special, and it's just so Alveus coded and so perfect, and I cannot wait to see how it goes with you guys playing it and how much information we're able to collect. The idea is that let me just freaking show you. Let's pull it up. Let's freaking pull it up. It's time. Do you guys want to see the Alveus Pollinator Census? Drum roll, please. Here it is. Here it is. The Alveus Pollinator Census. It is live, okay? It is freaking live. And look how cute. The Alveus Pollinator Census, community-driven project to identify and document all the pollinators found in the garden. Have a look around and see what's been identified already. If you'd like to contribute, you can sign up below and complete a quick questionnaire. Huh? Oh, we'll go a little bit brighter. It's so freaking cute, okay? And here's what I said. Remember how I was like, it's kind of giving like Pokemon Animal Crossing, right? So it's done in generations. So in generation 1 here, we have April through August 2026. There are shinies per generation. This. So generation 1, which is what we are looking for right now, there are shinies for. Our resident entomologists have selected 12 special bugs that they want to find. This resets every season, so get spotting. Maybe you'll unlock one and earn the Rodential Energy sticker. So, Evan and Dr. Allison, who you guys know and love, our entomologist friends here at Alveus, have come up with 12 shinies for this season. One has already been identified, so once a shiny has been identified in the garden, this is a monarch, was one of the shinies. This was submitted by Danman and Merger in the testing phases of this. But this is a real observation from our camera. So this is what it'll look like when these shinies are found. Amazing, amazing. A monarch on this mist flower. So the flowers that all those butterflies were on when we just went out there, this is the same plant. It's just a monarch on it instead of a queen butterfly. So that's one of the shinies that was found here. Beautiful, amazing. And then there are 11 more that you guys need to find. Okay, this is y'all. So that's generation 1, that's the bugs that we're looking for, but we're looking for lots of other bugs as well. You can explore the garden. There's a 360 pano here. Shout out to Merger for this. Here's where we just were. There's a mural. You can explore around the garden. Here's what we were looking at, right? This is where me and Lyndon were walking. This is where Big Red is over here, that endangered plant. This is where those mist flowers are, where we saw the bugs. Amazing. This is a temporary light sheet. Don't worry about that. And there's Jalapeno. And there's freaking Winnie the Moose. She made it in the 360 pano. Slay. Wicked. Freaking wicked. The other cool thing about this panoramic is you can see observations like when you're pointed at something. So over, so nothing over here, but then if you go over here, oh look, this butterfly was spotted on this mist flower. Wouldn't you know, a queen butterfly on the mist flower, the ones that we saw. Does that make sense? Because he was right there. So then as you guys collect observations from this part of the garden, if you go to the 360 pano, they will show up here, like what has been observed. Okay? Cool? Cool? Okay? There is a leaderboard. As you can see, in first place we have James. He freaking built it.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird.
To reset someone.
And you'll have your points here. You can get points by submitting observations. You can get points by confirming observations or confirming identifications. You can get points for voting on and suggesting identifications for pollinators. And your achievements will show up on this purple bar on the right hand side. I currently have 0 points, but that's because I haven't started playing yet. Should we start playing? So to start playing, you go sign up to help out, and then you do a little survey here. When did you first hear about Alveus? Me personally, like 2021. Have you taken part in an IRL or online community science project before? Yes, smile. How would you describe your bug identifying skills? Good, smile. I'm kind of cracked. Would it? How often do you watch Alveus? I watch it 24/7 personally, me personally. How old are you? This information won't be associated with your account in any way. Please be honest. It just gives us an insight into the demographics of who is taking part. Okay, this is not attached to your account. Again, this age is not attached to your account where you log in. It is just so that we can, when we go to conferences and we present what we're doing and we explain the citizen science project, it's like these are 20-year-olds that are doing this, right? That's the idea. So, 28. Low consent, research purposes, blah, 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 submit and get started. Hooray. So then, I got 200 points for signing up. W. And then you go and you click to redeem these points. Now I have 200 points. Now I have 400 points. So I have freaking leveled up. I have hit level 1 stag beetle larva. How cute is that? So you guys get badges for leveling up. I'm a freaking gamer, yeah. Yeah, I'm a gamer. So here are some examples of what observations will look like as they're put in the game. This is, so Wazik submitted this on the mist flower and suggested that this was a queen butterfly. Now we know that this is a queen butterfly because Lyndon freaking just told us outside, right? So I would go in here. She also said that this was a mist flower, so we also know that to be true. So I would go in here and I would click agree. I agree that it's a leaf because Lyndon said so. I agree that it's a mist flower because Lyndon said so. So I would click submit, and then I get points for contributing to submissions and contributing comments on why I think that that's true. Same with this butterfly, because Lyndon said so. I would submit this, and then I get more points. Amazing. So I get points for contributing to IDs. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. I also get points for disagreeing or contributing my thoughts to why I don't think something's true. Wazik says that this is a jumping spider. It is. But for the sake of this demonstration, I freaking disagree. I'm going to say it's a wolf spider. It's not. But that's what I'm saying. And I still get points for contributing to a conversation, but you get more points for correct identification, okay? So you don't go in there and like spam things that are wrong, right? You get more points for it being correct, so that's not great. Okay, so then, that's how you contribute to observations that already exist. Here's some observations that have been taken in the testing phase of this game, okay? This hummingbird in Big Red, by the way. So James saw remember how Lyndon was talking about this? This is that flower that I showed you, or that Lyndon showed us. There's a hummingbird in it. He's really sticking his face in there. Amazing, pollinated by hummingbirds. So cool. So cool. Here's another bird. He looks a little disheveled. He probably just took a bath, but this is another bird. He's okay. This a lichen moth. This guy. We got bees. We got a snake. North American racer. This is all from that camera in the pollinator garden, guys. These are real observations. So this is what you guys will be collecting observations that look like this. The other thing about doing citizen science this way, with the cams that we have and the community that we have, is I won't generalize too much, but citizen science, when you get it from just like the public or like members of the public, either they're taking their own pictures or they're just submitting observations. They're saying like, I saw this. And like,
Yes.
The fact that we're able to timestamp and location stamp, because it's all in the same location, but we will have exact timestamp, exact location stamp, and 4K footage of that wildlife is huge. Is huge for citizen science. I'm very, very excited about it. So these are a bunch of observations and what that looks like, and and how they're submitted and. Also, location picked. So it's not just like, this is in Austin, Texas. It's also, this is that mist flower. So Merger marked on the map where he found this bug, right? And so you can see the locations of all of these things. Here's the location of that lizard. This is on the stairs. Like this is the gate where we walked in and it was found here. So there's a lot here, okay? Let's go through how you submit a clip. Can I just do the same one? So I'm gonna walk you through a demo of like what submitting a clip looks like and how this works. Okay, all right, so step one, you take a clip of the bug that you see in the pollinator garden. We're going to start doing this every Sunday. We're calling it Pollinator Sundays, but Sundays is spelled with a P before the S in Sundays, but the P is silent. We couldn't come up with anything better. Actually, there were better ideas. That's just the one that I went with. Anyway, so Sundays we will be running the Alveus Pollinator Census, okay? And we're also running it all day today, so you guys can play it today because I'm explaining it. But then it'll be Sundays. So you're watching the Alveus live cams, right? You're watching it, whatever, and then a really cool bug comes into frame. So then you clip it, and then you come into this game. You do submit new clip. You paste the clip. Ta-da! Submitting. Okay. Here's the clip. It's me from yesterday. But yesterday we had these queen butterflies in the garden. Here they are.
Wow, that is...
Okay, amazing. Not just a queen butterfly, there's also a jumping spider eating it, which is crazy. This happened when I was live.
It's...
And I didn't realize because I was locked in on something else. But this happened yesterday, so amazing. So then you put the clip in. It's going to process the clip in 4K. So obviously this, as an example, is multicam view, right? So there's like all these cameras. When it processes it in 4K 60 and it's uploading it, it's getting just the pollinator camera, it alone, in 4K. So this, direct from the camera itself. Okay, so now we've got this, the clip, okay? And then it says, this might look a little blurry, but the final pictures won't be, okay? Do not worry. So we want pictures of the queen butterfly. So I'm gonna go like this. That's one of my pictures, okay? Amazing. And then if there's like another angle of the butterfly that I wanna capture just to get like multiple views of it, for example, let's go here. So then I'm gonna capture the butterfly because here's both of his wings. Okay, so here's another picture of the butterfly. Great. But remember how I said this is a clip of a jumping spider, or like, I don't know what the jumping spider was doing. I don't know if he was trying to eat this butterfly or if he was hiding from it or what, because it's kind of big. Anyway, you go add a subject down here. Okay, so I'm gonna add a subject. Now I have cute beastie is my queen butterfly, and now we have adorable insect, which technically is not an insect, but it is a jumping spider. So I'm gonna draw a box around the jumping spider. So that's my picture of the jumping spider. Okay, and then we're gonna see if we can get another angle of him. Sure, we'll just go here. Or you can just do the one picture. I'm just doing multiple to show you guys. Okay, great. So then I'm gonna save. Now we have photos of those. I get points. I got 150 points. Dub. And now it's gonna process here. Amazing. So here are my photos. Here's my jumping spider. Here's my jumping spider. And then here's my butterfly and my butterfly. Okay, so then I'm gonna pick the location. Where did we see these? They were on the purple mist flower, which is this one. We found them here. Remember, this is where they were flying around. Amazing. Save location. Same with this guy. Save location. Okay. Suggest plant. Mist flower. And there's a drop down here. It's palm leaf, right? There's a drop down that shows you different types of mist flowers. You can go and like do some research and ID these. Again, proper IDs get you more points. So you want to kind of try. But we remember this is a palm leaf mist flower. And then this is a queen butterfly. This was suggested already. So yes, I agree with this. Confirmed by Lyndon. Okay, so amazing. And then I would repeat that process with the jumping spider, okay? But I'm just demoing for you guys right now. So that is how the game works. Am I missing anything? Confirmed ID. So IDs will have to be confirmed by an entomologist. So literally, like, Evan's going to be in here and Lyndon will be in here. Lyndon's not an entomologist, but she will be in here confirming. She's able to do that as well. So Lyndon can confirm IDs, Evan can confirm IDs, and they will go in here. When it, like, they're not going to be there 24/7 confirming IDs. When they're able to confirm IDs, they will do that. And then if you get an ID, it'll show up next time you log in your achievements. So it's like a freaking game, right? So you come in and then you'll click to redeem. You know? Is that making sense? Cool? Okay. So, for the sake of this demonstration, oh, look at this, I'm on the leaderboard. Losers, I'm in second place. Leonard is in first place, somehow. Okay. Amazing. And here's some recent activity. So you guys are playing the game, which is freaking cool. Cami voted on Mistflower. Angel voted. Leonard voted. Cami commented. What's up?
Can you go back to your identification? And then it should show that.
I know the fish tank is really loud. Sorry. The fish tank will not be in here long term. It's moving. Okay. They want the link.
You can go to your profile. The bottom left. And you can rearrange your stickers.
I can make myself a freaking
And
banner.
you'll earn different stickers to put on your profile.
Look at the animation of the sticker pulling off. Dude, it's so cute and thoughtful, everything.
Different stickers based on what you earn.
So cute. And you get different stickers based on what you earn. You get stickers for leveling up. So sick. Okay, so. James, absolutely slayed. Is there anything that I'm missing? Because now I think all we have to do is freaking play the game. We are.
If you want to talk about duplicates, like how it works.
Duplicates, because some people have asked that question. It's first to clip. So we have it down to the millisecond, correct?
Yes.
We have it down to the millisecond on when things are clipped. and it is first to clip it. Gets those points for submitting. Is there, you want to explain that more? Can I play on mobile or only computer? Not only is this beautiful and thoughtful on desktop and cute and amazing, they also worked really hard to make sure that it is beautiful on mobile as well, which is crazy. Also, you can only submit Alveus clips, obviously, to this website because they have to be Alveus clips because it has to be the Pollinator camera. If you troll, you just can't play. Like, you'll just get banned from the game. I'll make that very, very clear. It's very simple. It's linked to your Twitch account too. And if you mess with this, you're done. You're gone. I will get rid of you. Okay. So that is the Alveus Pollinator Census. I am so freaking stoked on it. I think this is really, I am so excited. Look at everybody playing. This is so sick. All these votes. Amazing. People are farming. Okay. I'm really, really excited to see how that goes, to see how this goes. How did we get there? Can we link them?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna give you the link. It's census.alveussanctuary.org. It is time. It is time. It's time. Census.alveussanctuary.org. You'll go through it the way that I showed you. You'll go through it the way that I showed you. So you'll log in, you'll do that quick survey. Is a subscription required to play? No. No. So we have alerts like this. You guys saw that? That will pop up on the Alveus stream. So when people level up, you will see who leveled up, which is really cute. So we're just triggering these alerts, but these are, actually, no, these are real alerts. These are real alerts. So these are people that are signing up right now. Carius is level 1 for signing up. So very cute. We have special alerts that'll pop up. We already broke it. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of people, but that's okay. That's okay. Look at the TV. This is awesome. Signed up. So dope. So sick. Thank you guys so much for signing up. I am so excited to see how this goes because I think there's the Alveus Research and Recovery Institute. Like, one of the things that we're really interested in is getting involved in the research space, right? Because it's such an important part of conservation. And I think because we have this massive community, I mean, you heard it in my TED Talk, we are reaching 250 million people a year, and it is growing every year, and they're global. If we can mobilize even a tiny fraction of 250 million for science, that's huge. Huge. So sick. So I think I'm really excited to see how this goes because I think that there's a real future for Alveus to do more stuff like this. This is a pilot program, guys. We've never done anything like this. We've never launched anything like this. But now, I mean, I think it's fair to say that we have our own game, and it's a citizen science game. And none of this would exist without James. I want to make that very, very clear. He has put in so much time and passion and energy and love into this. It is so thoughtful. It was made for you guys, and it was made for pollinators. And that was done on his own time, on a volunteer basis. So huge shout out to James and all the other devs and all the artists that worked on this as well. It's a very, very special project made by members of this community for this community. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I think that makes so much sense for Alveus. I'm just so proud to show it to you guys. So this is a very, very exciting direction for Alveus. I'm so stoked to see where it goes. I'm so stoked to bring this to conferences and present it to scientists and other organizations and researchers and say like, hey, yes, Alveus is this new model of this kind of virtual zoo facility, and here's how we're doing it, and here's why it's revolutionary, and here's how we're changing the game for conservation. And now we can say here's how we're changing the game for science as well. Yes, it's a brand new way to do citizen science. Yes, there's no other facilities that are doing it like this, but it works on this huge scale. So sick. I am so excited. Which camera do we watch? So on the Alveus channel, we will have the Pollinator cam up all day. We've got Merger on the cam today, shout outs. So thank you. I know you guys broke it. Honestly, it's kind of a good sign. I'm just glad that so many people are trying to play. What's that?
The hug of death.
The hug of death. That's a good thing. Cat on a screen and Drop of Color made the artwork for this. Shout out. It's beautiful. So cute. I love it. Joyous. Yeah. Okay. Is it possible to play when I'm not in the US? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes. Absolutely. It is so, I am so fucking excited to be able to say that we're mobilizing this many people for citizen science. Do you know how hard it would be to get this many young people involved in a citizen science project just like from scratch or something? Like, it's genuinely crazy. Like, people that aren't, I know you guys are kind of coming around to bugs. Shout out to me. I would like to give credit where credit's due, and that's to me. But you're not like entomologists, right? Like, to get this many young people involved in a citizen science project specifically for pollinators is truly incredible. Incredible. No, because I've cried over this because it's so cool and what y'all are doing is insane. Yeah, it is so, so cool. Young, thank you. You know what I freaking mean. You know what I mean. All right, dope. So does everybody understands the game? I really, for some reason, I just like have not been in my brain this morning at all. I don't know what I've said in the past. I don't know how long I've been live. My brain is just not working today. I do not know why. But has this made sense to you? Real Pokemon for science. We're not affiliated with Pokemon at all. They're not really affiliated with anybody, but you get it. Yes, it works now. Hooray. Amazing, amazing. Okay. It is officially launched. Alveus' first citizen science project, the Alveus Pollinator Census. You can play now.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. So, here's the plan. Here's the plan today. I'm going to raid into Alveus. I'm going to hang out on Alveus. We're just going to have the live cam up for a bit so I can like hang out with you guys while you play the game today. We will have it up all day. We'll have the game running all day. And then from this point on, we will have Pollinator Sundays. So you can submit, okay. You can submit if it's not a Sunday. If the Pollinator cam is on and you see something in there, you can submit it, but only if there's not copyright music playing. And during the subathon, that's just, you know, sometimes if there's, you won't be able to submit it if there's that music playing. Huh?
You won't be able to make a clip.
You won't be able to make a clip at all. But post subathon, you can do this anytime. It's just we're gonna have Sundays, like we're gonna have Pollinator Sundays. We're gonna have Pollinator Sundays. So it'll be specifically running like on Sundays for this for a while. But you can submit it anytime as long as there's not copyright music in it. Okay? Make sense? But you could, I mean, you could farm. You could farm all freaking, literally every day. We're live 24/7. You can farm whenever you want. You can go, even if you're not like looking for clips and looking for bugs in the garden, you can just go to census.alveussanctuary.org and look through IDs and contribute to IDs and farm points that way. And look for freaking shinies. I'm so... Spotted. This is live, by the way. So this is anybody's game. Shout out Merger. Good eye. I don't know how you saw. That's really good spot. That's anybody's game. Someone's getting that observation. Is it a shiny? Probably not. I don't know. Could be. Could be. Points wise, you get 1,000. You get 1,000 points for a successful shiny ID. You get 300 points for a successful ID. You get 150 points for submitting an observation. You get 20 points for voting, and you get 40 points for voting and commenting. You can't clip on my channel. You have to clip this. It has to come from the Alveus channel. Sorry if that's confusing. You got to clip on the Alveus channel. What can the points be used for? Redeeming. You get stickers. You can decorate your banner with. And an alert pops up that says you leveled up. What are any points for in any game? Loot boxes when is crazy. Bragging rights for fun. You get on the leaderboard. Number go up. Me get happy. I don't think there's a way to speedrun this game. Merger's looking for bugs. Butterflies! Queen butterflies! Y'all, can you imagine being a butterfly? Oh my god, I would throw up. They're so pretty. Whoa, this camera is awesome. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. So we were able to collaborate with Xerxes on the ideating for this project and what we wanted it to look like and what information they thought would be valuable for us to try to collect. So shout out to Xerxes for their collaboration too. Xerxes, if those of you who aren't familiar, Xerxes is a invertebrate conservation organization, and they are big time, and they do a lot of really, really great work for the bugs out there that we are working really hard to protect. We love Xerxes. That's Xerces. Xerxes. That's how they eat nectar. Oh. That's how they eat nectar. He's got a... They have a proboscis that's like... I don't know how they stay on. They have a proboscis that's kind of like a straw, and they... Wow. Wow. Impressive. Okay. Brilliant. So thank you so much in advance for playing this game. Thank you for signing up even. even if you sign up and you don't really play, it doesn't cost any money. It's really cool to be able to report like how many people we've gotten involved. So thank you for signing up. Thank you for wanting or being excited about this at all. You guys are all freaking scientists today. And I'm stoked about that. It feels like we're doing something really tangible here, which I love. I love conservation education. I always love education, but one of the hard things about doing education primarily is it's hard to know, like it's hard to report tangible stuff, you know, of like what we've done. It's like, oh, I've taught people, how many, like, you know, and then what? I don't know. But this is something where we have so much to actually report back on. Like we mobilized people to do this. They spent this, they recorded this many observations. They did this many, they contributed to this many identifications, all of that stuff. And so I'm really, it feels really tangible and really important. And so I'm very grateful to you guys for playing the game. And I'm really excited to see where this goes for Alveus. Hopefully this works out great. And in the future we can do more citizen science projects like this. But yeah, I think it's really fun, and I'm really excited to see how you guys like it. I already kind of did my pitch on why bugs are important. I don't think you guys need to hear me say that again. But hopefully we get a ton of information out of this game, and we can share that information with other invertebrate conservationists and use it to help manage their populations. You know? And help them. And how cool is that? All right, amazing. So I am going to raid into Alveus now. The game will be running. I will be hanging out on the Alveus channel for a bit while you guys play the game. So I'll be here with you guys as you play the game. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody who worked on this project for the past year. I've been so excited for it to come out, and I'm so excited that it is finally with you guys. Amazing launch day. Amazing. Thank you to the artists. Thank you to the devs. Thank you to Xerxes for consulting and for collaborating. And thank you, James, for all of your work on this project. I hope that you feel so good about it. You should be so proud. It is so special. And I hope you guys have so much fun with it. I will see you on Wednesday. Or I'm literally just sitting here, so like don't go anywhere if you want to keep hanging out, because you can start the raid. I'll just be on the Alveus channel, but here. Hooray! Don't go anywhere. Stick around for the raid, please. Thank you. Huh? Yeah, sure. What are they doing? Am I stealing? Okay, I'll steal them.
Do you want to do a YouTube outro?
Starts at the gutter
Sure.
inside of the foxes. Yeah. And then goes to
YouTube outro. Alveus Pollinator Census. Okay guys, so that is the launch. That is the Alveus Pollinator Census. I hope you guys love the game. Please play just a little bit. I'm so excited to see how it goes, and I'm really excited for the future of Alveus. Thank you for being a part of this community. Like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.